Alright, so I'm about to swap out the battery of my work truck. Now, the first important things you got to always do, okay? Wear gloves. Good idea, right? Disconnect your terminals, okay? First. Negative, positive, get rid of them. Now, in order to take this battery out, this cross piece here, all right? This brace has got to come off. Don't have to undo that, just have to undo this one and that one there, and then that piece runs down to the bottom. Right down here is where it goes. So this whole piece is going to come out, and then there's a couple of battery clamps at the bottom there somewhere which are holding the battery in place. This plastic apparatus is going to come off. Pretty straightforward. So this whole piece here, 13 millimeter, and then way down at the bottom, down here, you can't see it, but there's another 13 millimeter nut. So this whole apparatus comes out. There's a plastic clamp right here, and this thing will just lift out once I get it away from the bottom. This is proven to be, oh, there we go. You got to twist it out like this, and then there's a clamp, a little plastic fastener there, and presto, pulled out, just that easy. So the next thing to do is down below, way down here, where my finger is, there's a nut down there that's holding the clamp in. This piece comes off, okay? We put that cover aside, all right? And there's a couple of plastic clips at the bottom that have to be undone, that hold the battery in. But first and foremost, always disconnect your power. I've loosened that one here, but I got to remove that yet. But yeah, that's the next one right down there. All right, so it's proving to be a bit more difficult. You notice though, I had to disconnect you notice here, I had to disconnect the positive lead off because it was traveling in and not giving me enough travel. But there's a clip back here somewhere, down here, can't see it very well, but there's a clip right there, and this clip is causing me a little bit of grief. But if I pull, see, this apparatus here comes off, and it's just that, it's the clip on the back side. I've got to get a slotted strong screwdriver, because back here is a fastener. There's a clip that clips down, but that's where it has to be released. And then okay, we'll see what happens after that. Okay, so down here, these two plastic clips, there's one here and there's one here. I had to use 2 screwdrivers under each one, and then hey, look at this whole apparatus. This lifts right off just like that. There's your battery. Dirt freaking easy, man. I tell you, that's not difficult at all. So swapping out a battery in my truck. All right, so this piece is going to get pulled aside, but you'll notice though that there is no freaking handle on the battery. But I also have to undo this clamp way down here. Okay, this has got to come out first to take the battery out, but there's no handle on the battery. Great. Anyways, no problem. Okay, so proving trying to get this back in to this hole is proving to be a little difficult. I was able to finagle the other battery out, and somehow, for some reason, I can't twist this new battery into that space. So, what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is right down, so down on the ground here, old battery. There you go. New battery in there. The tricky part, as I said, was getting that. Okay. That was the tricky part way down here, was getting that bolt and this here, getting that back in place. But as you can plainly see, the battery is in place. The clamp down there, there you go, is in place. This is already snapped into place. I'll hook up the positive. I'm gonna hook up the positive terminal to here and here, and hey, let's see what happens when the truck starts. Okay, so now that I have hooked up the new battery, let's see. We've got power, yeah, and fucking A, I just put in a new battery. Look at that. Here we go. Done. Now I just have to assemble the... I swear there's a difference in the sound. But what I have to do now, all I gotta do now is just put that brace, this brace back here. Just gotta go across the top like it did before. No big deal. But I just swapped out the battery on my truck. Give me maybe an hour, really. So there, I shattered that one up there, so I had to put some tuck tape to hold the piece together. Don't want water to get inside the terminal block. That's back in place. This brace is back in place. There you go. Boom, done. The truck started like a charm. I just replaced my own battery. Yeah, so new battery installed. So GMC 2015, not difficult, just unbolting this brace was the important thing. Unbolting it here and here. The middle part drops down. It's got to be unbolted from the bottom, okay, down there. Then you undo the clamp again that holds the battery in place. There's always the clamp at the bottom. This thing here, there's two plastic clips. I had to use two slotted screwdrivers to hold them away, okay, and that whole apparatus lifted away. Boom, done. Battery comes out. Put the battery in, reclamp it, put the top on, reconnect, put the brace back on, and last thing is reconnecting the battery terminals. I shattered the plastic there a bit when I was hammering it back into place, but hey, new battery, easy peasy.